I wanted to use this to try and get, a quick outlook from you on the various group businesses and what your outlook is on both the economy. Are you finally seeing signs of a turnaround in the economy?
I think so. I think a lot of the good work the government is doing is starting to show up in terms of demand across the sectors that we are in, for example, copper, aluminum, cement. So I think that, where rubber hits the road, things are looking better, much better than before.
Are you seeing a pickup in cement demand across the country?
So we are seeing that happen in pockets, but when you have an upswing that happens, it would normally start off like that in smaller areas before it starts to become a more widespread thing across the region.
Okay. Yesterday Mr. Mahindra was saying at his AGM that he's seeing an infrastructure-led recovery in the country. Would you concur with that? I
think so. I think that just the kind of capex that the government is committing to, let's say, on the front of highways or roads, is very encouraging. I mean, that's bound to show up in demand for a whole host of
But it isn't showing up yet. That's what I was trying to gauge.
Like I said, it's starting to show up, but these things typically would happen with a lag. And I think that we are at that cusp now, where the full-blown effect will start to now show up.
Okay, so cement is looking poised for better years from here
Absolutely.
on. What about metals? Do you think we bottomed out in the commodity cycle?
I would think so. I mean, you have a lot of speculative money now going in and out of, let's say, the aluminum sector or the copper sector. So difficult to say, but on the basis of fundamentals, I think that we're pretty much seeing the bottom just now.
Okay, and telecom, that's going to be the tough one. You said in the press conference that you're expecting the next 2 years to be really tough for telecom.
I think the next 2 years will be very turbulent. Having said that, I think...
Are you saying that from a competition and a geo launch point of view?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You've got such a large competitor coming in with such deep pockets. It's bound to shake up the industry.
Okay, and your plans for the spectrum auction? Because the general perception seems to be that there are not going to be too many takers for spectrum, which might in fact be good news for you, because I think you're looking to buy in, and that might mean it's slightly less expensive.
So we're hoping that we'll fill in the gaps that we have today in our spectrum. But one has to wait and see what auction prices are like.
But are you expecting that the demand will be muted, and therefore this might be a good opportunity?
So one is hoping so. One is hoping so. But let's see how it plays out.
Okay, and one quick final last question, where are you seeing the maximum growth come in your portfolio of companies?
So we actually have growth happening across quite a wide swath of our industries, whether it's cement, viscose staple fiber, whether it's fashion retail, financial services. So I think that the story seems to be playing out very well.
What about retail, your traditional retail?
So our traditional retail still takes a while before it starts to completely break even. So it is a much tougher business than
you intend to
probably anyone had anticipated in the country. But we built a strong franchise, and we want to stay on there. And it's the point of time when you will hopefully start to see the returns happening after a long.
No plans to divest that business in any fashion?
So no plans to divest it, no.